Folks, welcome back to Nostalgianomics. My name's Alex. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about the bearish side of the economy moving forward in the near term. Now, this in no way changes my outlook on the long-term performance of sealed product. But I do get backlash. I do get comments. People do want to see the bearish side because I'm told that I'm a little too bullish. I don't show both sides. That can be a detriment to people that are putting money into Pokemon for investments. And so I thought, hey, I will go ahead and do that. I'm going to talk about what's happening in the economy, the consumer spending power, the sales and how they're doing and how they are perceived to do into the near-term future. But again, that in no way changes my view on the long-term future or performance of sealed product. I want to make that very clear. So before jumping into those numbers, statistics, those facts, those data, I do want to say, if you're new here, or if you've been watching some of the videos but haven't yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps me out. Really appreciate that. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about the video and about the channel. I'd appreciate you joining the community here. So, other than that, let's jump into this. First thing I want to shout out, okay, this is Motley Fool. These are the median home prices in America, which is around $375,000. But the average home price, which Zillow says, is somewhere around $293,000. So we're going to take around $300,000. Is that fair? So around a $300,000 average home price in America these days. Okay, we're going to put 5% down, which is $15,000. That's a regular, conventional loan. What you need to have down. You can put down 20%, which is smarter because it gets you out of private mortgage insurance, which is PMI. But a lot of people can't afford to do that. So this is actually the average what people put down in their houses. This is going to be based off a 30-year fixed loan at a 3% interest rate, which we could have got 2 years ago. Okay, I put in averages for property tax and home insurance. You can play with the numbers for your own situation, but I just took averages. Okay, what's really important about this is this number here. All right, so with insurance, taxes, PMI, your principal and interest, the average home cost was around $1,840 a month for a $300,000 home. Now, fast forward to today. With $300,000, you actually get a lot less home, first off, so you get less for your money. But this is the main thing. This is what the average American budget was for a home, for a $300,000 home in 2019-ish. Here's what it is now with the 6% interest rates we're at now. Okay? It went up over $500, meaning the average American budget now has to pay $500 more for that $300,000 house for really less house than they could have afforded 2 years ago. Okay, so their spending power has already been reduced by $500 because it's going into their home. All right, let's move forward. Average Americans uses 656 gallons of gas a year. Okay, you could use less, you could use more. These are just averages. All right, so with taking that average, okay, 656 gallons, we're going to divide that by 52 weeks. Or well, let's divide that by 12. 12 months. All right. So that's around 55 gallons a month. So 55 gallons a month times $2 a gallon, $110. All right? 55 gallons a month times the $5 it costs now is $275. So about a $165 difference there. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the grocery cost. Average grocery cost a month for American family was around $411 a month about 2 years ago. Now it's somewhere around $611 a month. So, taking all those numbers into account, all right, I wanted to show you where we're at. These numbers are a little off. It was 110 and 275, correct? So, in 2019, 2020, somewhere around there, your housing would have been around $1,840 for a $300,000 house. Your gas would have been about around $110 a month. And your food would have been around $411 a month, giving you a grand total of $2,361 a month. Just for those three things. This isn't like the total American budget. Just for those three things. Fast forward to 2022, your housing would went up to $2,348, gas $275, and groceries $611, bringing the grand total of $3,234. If you subtract this from this, the average American is spending an average of $873 more a month just for those three essentials, all right? If you take all the other expenses that come into the budget that went up in these past 2 to 3 years, it's really over $1,000. It's costing people over $1,000 more a month just to live, just to do the same things they did 2-3 years ago. Nothing changed in their lifestyle. It's just their lifestyle now went up, okay? Now I know people have gotten some raises and things like that. Nothing even they were close to what these have went up though. Okay, so that's the first detriment. It's taking people about $1,000 more a month to live. What does that mean? That means they have $1,000 less to spend on things they wanted to spend their money on Pokemon products, on going out, on maybe, paying for things they don't want to do, such as getting their lawn mowed or other, home services, maybe maid service, getting their house cleaned, whatever it may be. They might start to cut back on those things and do them themselves again. Meaning that's going to take more money out of the economy for service-based businesses, so they're going to struggle, have less money to spend on, or have less profits for their business, so the owners are going to do worse, maybe have to lay people off because they're not getting enough work, so that they're going to lose jobs, all those types of things, right? The other thing that's been happening is all the investments are going down. Right? The Bitcoins, the NFTs, all the cryptos in general, everything's been declining, meaning people don't have all that extra money, right? When everything's going good, right? Everyone has all this extra money and they're taking money out of their investments, they're taking their profits, they're putting it into the economy, they're buying things, they're buying Pokemon, right? They're buying, fancy cars, they're buying whatever it may be, but they're spending their money in the economy, which helps out all of those businesses. When investments go down and money is lost, it just disappears, people don't have that extra money to spend, meaning they're not throwing that money out there. They're starting to contract and actually stop their spending. Look, the same thing's been happening with the S&P, right? People are losing all their money in the markets, meaning they're not taking the money out. They're not spending their money, right? The house values are not going up anymore, so and also the interest rates, like I said, are higher, so people aren't refinancing their houses. They're not taking equity out to spend in the economy. They're not buying new swimming pools, right? They're not upgrading their houses anymore, which again takes more money out of the economy. It takes all of the the home remodeling businesses, the pool businesses, decking, fencing, all those types of things are not being done as much now, which contracts the economy more, which takes money out of all those people's pockets, right? So they have less money to spend. All right. Same thing. Look with eBay. They've said sales volume will remain negative into early 2022. eBay, it's just like the market. It's been straight down the whole year. Even sites like Amazon, straight down all year. Okay? What this tells you is there's going to be a lot less money sloshing around out there in the economy. A lot of people are scared. They're keeping their money in savings. They're kind of prepared for things to get worse. And they're not paying for a lot of those things they were paying for 2020, 2021. Meaning they're not going to be spending money on once as much, like Pokemon items. Okay? Now, this isn't to scare you and say that, all the Pokemon cards and everything's going to go down to zero. It's just saying there will most likely be less sales. It'll be harder to move out of your items. Prices will probably drop because of competition on those items. Stores will start to undercut each other to move product and get cash flow. Now, for a short-term mindset, this is going to be a detriment. This is going to be a negative. For a long-term mindset, if you're like me, you do still believe in the long-term growth of the economy, of sales, of the Pokemon product in general, this can actually be a good thing. This can be a time you're able to pick up a lot of these things to buy if you're wanting to move into the stock market or crypto. Like I said, not a huge believer in crypto, but if you are, could be a good time to move into those things and buy when things are low. Okay, if you believe in Amazon, if you believe in eBay, it could be a good time to move in and buy when things are low. If you still believe in Pokemon, a good time to pick up all that product when it's low to prepare for the growth in the future. Now again, not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm not saying any of these things will 100% grow in the future. What I'm saying is, if you share my belief and you believe in things, whatever you believe in, if you believe in the long-term growth, long-term performance, this can be a great time to get into those things that you do believe in. Because if one thing's for sure, when you kind of go out in a macro sense, 5 years max, things do grow over time. That's eBay. This is Amazon on a max, right? Things do grow over time. They always have. Not saying they always will, but they always have, okay? There's been a lot of downturns, a lot of ups and downs, but over the long-term course, things have grown. And if you look at the long-term sealed product in Pokemon, it has grown. And so that's why I keep my bullish stance on Pokemon in the long term, in the next 3 years, 5 years, even 10 years. But yes, of course there's going to be bearish times in the near term. Look, like I showed you, people are going to have an average of, $800, $1,000, $1,000+ less to spend moving forward in the economy until things start to, correct and things move the other way and start to deflate, right? And so Yes, there's going to be less money sloshing around. Yes, people are doing worse on their investments, right? People have less free money that they were making from all these investments to take out and spend with their profits. So these are all very real concerns. I'm not trying to downplay any of these concerns, all right? These are all very real bearish sentiments that are out there that you need to be concerned with. My point is that if you're in more of a recession-proof job, if you're confident in the amount of money that you have put away or you have invested, that your bills, all your monthly expenses are taken care of, you're not in massive amounts of debt, and you are in a good position, hey, this could be good buying opportunities if you believe in things for the future. So this is what's out there. These are the facts, the data, the truth. You can take all this for what you will, but yeah, I mean, I still think moving forward, I'm bullish on Pokemon. I know this next 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe some turbulent times. It may present a lot of opportunities too. But yeah, I just wanted to show both sides. That's why I made this video. I get called out a lot for being too bullish or not showing, both sides of the coin. So I did want to show both sides of the coin. But talking about Pokemon as a whole, I'm still bullish on it. You make your own decisions. Hope you enjoyed the video. And thanks for showing up and watching. My name's Alex. This is Nostalgianomics. Be back here with a new video soon. I'm out.